My name is Adil Azhar, and I'm going to be your master of ceremony tonight. We begin our program with the name of the Almighty Allah. So, if I may request Mr. Ayaz Munshi to come to the stage and recite few verses from the Holy Quran.
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. انشاءاللہ جو مجھے وقت دیا گیا ہے اسی میں انشاءاللہ چند آیات پیش کروں گا. اللہ رب العالمین قرآن مجید فرقان حمید میں ارشاد فرماتا ہے لو انزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشیۃ اللہ وتلك الامثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفکرون. کہ جب قرآن مجید فرقان حمید کو اگر پہاڑ پر نازل کیا جاتا تو خدا کے خوف سے ریزہ ریزہ ہو جاتے ہیں. یہ مثال ہے ان لوگوں کے لیے جو قرآن مجید فرقان حمید پر غور و فکر نہیں کرتے. ایک اور جگہ ارشاد فرمایا کہ جب قرآن کریم کی تلاوت کی جائے تو اسے غور سے سنو تاکہ تم پر رحم کیا جائے. سورہ رحمان کی چند آیات اور اس کا ترجمہ انشاءاللہ. اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم. پناہ مانگتا ہوں میں اللہ کی شیطان مردود سے. I seek protection in Allah from shaitan the rejected. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. اللہ کے نام سے شروع کرتا ہوں جو بڑا مہربان نہایت رحم والا ہے. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the merciful. الرحمن علم القرآن. اللہ جو بڑا مہربان اسی نے قرآن کی تعلیم فرمائی. Taught the Quran to his beloved. He created Muhammad, the soul of humanity. خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. اسی نے انسان کو پیدا کیا اور اسی نے بولنا سکھایا. He taught him speech regarding whatever had already happened and whatever will happen. الشمس والقمر بحسبان. چاند اور سورج جو کہ حساب مقررہ سے چلتے ہیں. The sun and the moon are according to a reckoning. وَالسَّمَاءَ رَفَعَهَا وَوَضَعَ الْمِيزَانَ. اسی نے آسمانوں کو بلند کیا اور ترازو قائم کیا. آمنت باللہ صدق اللہ العظیم وصدق رسولہ النبی الکریم ونحن على ذلك لمن الشاہدین والشاکرین والحمد للہ رب العالمین. السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ.
Jazakallah, Ayaz Sahab. So, we have started just 25 minutes behind schedule, which as per Pakistani standard is not bad at all. So all of you deserve a big round of applause for turning up on time. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So here we are, 14 days of amazing cricket, 8 teams, 36 matches. We had one winner, we had one runner-up, and with Misbah-ul Haq and Abdul Razak and Mohammad Sami in Pakistan team, I think West Indies never stood a chance, right? Oh, they are angry actually. No, I'm sorry. I think you fought well, no doubt about that. So it was a good tournament, and the inaugural tournament. The cricket is in the air right now. We are just few days away from the start of. I really can't call it the Seniors World Cup because all the senior pros were here, but surely the Cricket World Cup is right there. Everyone is talking about who's going to be the winner. We know the winner about the over 40s Cricket Global Cup, so we have lots of prizes to give tonight. But just to get this program going, may I request the chairman, Pakistan Veterans Cricket Association, Mr. Fawad Ijaz Khan, to come to the stage and say some few welcome words. Mr. Fawad Ijaz Khan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 17 or 18 days, it's been a big project for us. And I'm sad also, and I'm happy also. Happy that everything went very well. Sad because I don't know what I will be doing from tomorrow. Because for the last like 1 or 2 months, I have not been working in my office and trying to look after different matters of this World Cup. I I hope that all the 17 who have come here, they have enjoyed their trip. We tried our utmost best to provide you all the facilities that you need. We have been to 4 World Cups before, and in this World Cup, we have set very high standards in all areas of World Cup. Matches, telecasts of matches, the grounds, all the events during the rest days, dinners, all etc. And if there is anything deficient in our arrangements, so I would like to apologize. This is our first project. I mean, the last international series that we did was in 2006 when Indian veterans team was there. So it's been a long time that we have done this international series. We did not have any event manager. We did all our own. We have a good board and we have a very dedicated people in our association, and they all combined and gelled. And uh, I welcome Moin Khan. This cup originally it was a World Cup, and because of some ICC request, we had to change it and name it as a Global Cup. But I would like to say today that the winner will be called World Champion, which is Pakistan. It's no global champion, but it's a world champion. And moving forward, all the other World Cups that we will be having, I'm sure they will have to change the names because ICC has promised us that in future there will be no World Cup in veterans. I don't know what will be the name of other World Cups, but definitely it will not be a World Cup. I would like to congratulate the Pakistan team on winning this Global Cup. Hard luck to Raj. You fought very well. I was telling you guys in a lot of other meetings. In Pakistan, uh, since 1998, we have a very strong over 40 setup. In all the other countries of the world, they, except India and Pakistan, there is no over 40 cricket because in other countries, people over 40 they are playing in their league and normal first class cricket, so there is no over 40 cricket. In other parts of the world, we have over 50 and over 60 cricket. So in Pakistan, we don't have 50 and 60. Let's say we have like 96% over 40. And all the players that you see in 50, 60, basically they are playing in over 40. You know, so we have a very strong setup. We have a national seniors cup since 1998. We are playing this cup, And we have like 25, 26 years of history. And even in this team, we were very blessed that we have services of Misbah-ul Haq, Razak, Sami, and Hassan Raza, who have played for Pakistan. But all the other players, they have played at a very, very high level. We have great Majid Khan Sahib is here. I remember in 1998 when we had our first National Seniors Cup, Majid Khan Sahib came to Karachi and he was the captain of the Lahore team. He was the captain of the Lahore team, and the captain of Karachi team was Jalaluddin sitting over there. And we had a final between the two teams, and even in that match, Majid Sahib played very well. Again, I would like to say again that we are the world champions of over 40 today. We have already won the over 60 World Cup in Brisbane last year. And in over 50, we are the best rated team in the world as a win percentage. So we are number one in 40, 50, and 60. Our biggest challenge, obviously, during this Global Cup was our security, because if there was something on the list, like the matches and the events that were pre-organized, there was not a problem in that. But on the some last-minute requests of some teams, um, we could not fulfill those requests because the security needs time, so I apologize for that inconvenience, and because we had told you before also that they need a minimum 24 hours before notice. But I'm very grateful to all the security agencies that they really helped us in organizing this event, and I'm very grateful to the Corps Commander here, Corps 5 Corps Commander, and Sindh Police, all the intelligence agencies, Army, Rangers, Ministry of Interior. I'm very grateful to them for providing security. And I'm also very grateful to Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Interior, who helped us in the issuance of all the visas. We have a lot of Indian friends here, and there was a news in the world cricket circle that they will not get the visas. So all the Indians here, I think 15, 16, they got the visas. So very grateful to Ministry of Interior and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Our next international events, we are going to we will be organizing a T20 uh, tournament between Pakistan and India in Dubai in January, and then we will be going in February to participate in over 60 World Cup in Chennai, and in November next year we will be playing over 50 World Cup in Colombo. So we have a very hectic schedule abroad. And next year in August, late August and September, we will be hosting a T20 tournament here of over 40. And definitely some of the teams who did not come here, like England, South Africa, New Zealand, Sri Lanka, definitely I'm sure they will be coming next in the next T20 tournament. So we will have a very good team, and we plan to organize that tournament of 12 teams. And some new teams will also come, like Bangladesh and Afghanistan. I'm already in contact with them. I just want to make short my speech, and I would like to thank again my team, Amir Ilyas Bhatt Sahab, who is our CEO, Alamgir Ahmed, Amjad Islam, Amir Sarfraz, Azhar Hamid, Dr. Azad Ali, Soeb Alvi, and Zunair Rashid and Bilal Beg. They really helped us a lot in organizing this tournament. And special thanks to the sponsors, obviously. Without the sponsor, we will not be here. Thanks to Mr. Samid is sitting here, and MCW Sports, very grateful to them. And especially grateful to Nadeem Umar, our chief guest of today also, and his son Hassan. You know, they really helped us to find this sponsor. And I would like to also name our other 17 sponsors. I would like to name them: EBM, Ufone, Bank Alfla, Pepsi, Air Sial, Haseen Habib, Jubilee Life Insurance, Candyland, Medicam, Naya Nazambad, Amar Cables, Borjon, Faisal Bank, Contradictions, Rumi City, DHS City, and Pearl Continental Hotel. And also, I would like to have special thanks to the Pakistan Cricket Board and Karachi Gymkhana and Moin Khan Ground for providing us the grounds free of charge. Moin is sitting here, very grateful to him. And Arshad Saab is sitting here from National Stadium. And he really, his team, because our main cricket was at National Stadium, there are like 70, 80 people working there just for one match. You know, it's a big setup at the stadium. And Mr. Arshad was very helpful in organizing and making sure everything is okay. So with that, I would like to thank again, especially my Majid Khan Saab and PJ Mir Saab, who have specially flown from Lahore just to attend this ceremony. And Mr. Conrad, U.S. Consul General, thanks a lot. This is your fourth, I think, meeting during this World Cup. He was in the opening match at the National Stadium, then he came to one of our dinners, then he went to see the semifinals of USA, and so this is his fourth occasion that he is with us, and he's learning cricket. You know, every time he's asking questions about cricket. And thanks to all your teams, you know, to coming here, because without you, and I would especially like to mention Australia, uh, USA, and West Indies and UAE, because they fought all the odds when all the rest of the world was saying, don't go to Pakistan. And they came, thanks to you, all you guys, because of you, we have a World Cup. And I would like to thank our former test players here. Kamar Ahmed is here, Sadiq Mohammed, Wasim Bari, and all Ijaz Faki, all our former test players. Brigadier Salaudin Saab is there. Brigadier Saab, can you please stand up? Brigadier Saab. Brigadier Saab, can you please stand up? Brigadier Saab is the oldest veteran cricketer of Pakistan at the moment. He's mashallah 86, 87. He's the elder brother of Jalaluddin, and he holds the world record of most consecutive overs in first class cricket. He holds the world record. So only till few years ago he used to bowl medium pace. We have Mehboob Shah. Please stand up. He's our senior most umpire. Thanks to you. Imran Maniar Saab is here. He's the MD Sui Southern. And special thanks to Razak and Biswa to come here. And you should have, you know, had some mercy against the opposition. But you know, these guys are too good. You know, the Razak, I was telling you the other day, he can still play for Pakistan. You know? So I don't know why he doesn't want to. So is Biswa. You know, they're so good. So with this, I would like to thank all of you, and we will later have a talk show. PJ Mir is one of the top anchors of this country. Everybody knows him, but people know him from TV as an anchor. But I would like to say that PJ Mir has played for Pakistan. He has played in the 1975 World Cup for Pakistan that was held in England. So most of the people don't know about this, but you know, he has interviewed, I think, all the top dignitaries around the world, and I'm very thankful to him. With that, I would like to thank you all, and Pakistan Zindabad.
Thank you so much, Fawad Saab. Well, so good to see the who's who of Pakistan cricket and Karachi cricket here right now. Nadeem Umar Saab is here as well, who is, well, I would say right now, he's the big boss of Karachi cricket. You'll be very happy these days because Karachi's team is doing very well in the Qaeda-Azam Trophy, around 800 runs and all. And Council General, you have started taking interest in cricket. Now, please do it at your own risk. Do you know there is a form of cricket that goes on for 5 days? Okay, he knows that. All right, fine. Because there's a faster form of cricket. So this is just the medium cricket that you have seen. So good luck. Good luck with your interest in cricket. Nevertheless, so we had a wonderful, wonderful galaxy of guests from all across the world and from 7 different nations who came here in Pakistan. And I'm pretty sure I could see all these young men enjoying at the Karachi beach, having a ball, having a party, having a dance and stuff. So, on behalf of the guest team here who came to Pakistan, may I request Mr. Raj Singh, who's the President, Cricket West Indies Masters Association, to speak here on behalf of the guests. So, Mr. Raj Singh. All right.
Good evening, all. Thank you very much, Mr. Master of Ceremonies, esteemed chairman of the Pakistan Veterans Cricket Association, chief guests, esteemed former and current players, officials, other dignitaries, and guests. It is my distinct honor and privilege to have been chosen to represent the 7 visiting teams: Australia, Canada, the USA, UAE, Hong Kong, Nepal. Did I miss anyone? And the West Indies. To deliver this vote of thanks within this ceremony that marks the closing ceremony for the inaugural over 40s Cricket Global Cup. Indeed, this was an amazing event which just took place during the past few weeks. Obviously, an event of this magnitude did not just happen overnight, as it would have taken months and months of detailed planning, logistics, and negotiations that resulted in such a seamless and flawless execution. First and foremost, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to all the participating teams, I just listed them, who have showcased their exceptional talent and skills throughout the tournament. Your performances on the field have enthralled us, showcasing the highest level of cricketing prowess for Masters cricket. Each team's dedication, hard work, and determination have been an inspiration for cricket enthusiasts worldwide. To all the players and officials who made a commitment to be here, despite all of the negative propaganda mentioned by Fawad being peddled in some quarters, I salute you for the sacrifice that you have made to be away from your respective families, jobs, to participate in this glorious game of cricket that we all love. To the much respected match officials who executed their tasks with efficiency and aplomb, we sincerely thank you as you made this tournament a truly professional one. To the caterers who catered for all of our varied needs, their cuisine and daily variety were excellent and well received by us all. I still remember that awesome mutton curry that we had at Turtle Beach and a few days ago, and I'm still waiting on Fawad to deliver a second helping to us tomorrow. We shall be here all day tomorrow. To the coach drivers, logistics personnel, security persons, and the continental staff, hotel staff, and the countless volunteers, including the ball boys, who we just presented with some storybooks based on the life of the esteemed West Indies cricketer Alvin Calitran. Your contributions toward the success and safety of all of us on this tour was immeasurable. You guys are true experts in your respective fields. To the administrators and ground officials at the various venues, you've prepared us some great pitches and that saw several scores in excess of 200, 300, not counting today, and even 400 by Pakistan. And one team, the Pakistan, reached 400 mark. Thank you for your dedication, guys. Our heartfelt thanks also go out to the sponsors that were just listed by Fawad, without whom staging an event of this magnitude would be a daunting task. Your generous support for the Cricket Global Cup has enabled the organizers, Pakistan Veterans Cricket, to bring together the best of cricketing talent from all corners of the world, and we are deeply grateful for your generous contribution. We must show praise on the Almighty also, since 34 out of the 36 matches were completed with only 2 of them rained out. Photographers, commentary panel, and the media personnel all played their part in making this event truly memorable. Which memories created here shall be cherished for a lifetime. This is possibly the only Masters tournament that has ever attracted so many former Test and ODI cricketers, and we have had a meeting last evening between some of us discussing the way forward, and as outlined earlier by Fawad, for Masters cricket, especially at the over 40s age group level. Stay tuned for more news in that regard very shortly as we flesh out the details. Masters cricket, often described as the second innings, especially I think that term was coined by the USA team. I must pay tribute to them on that. Is here to stay, and this structure allows us all for a new lease in life and to focus more on a healthier lifestyle. I would also like to extend a special word of thanks and appreciation to the host nation, Pakistan, through the PVCA for opening its doors and providing a warm, welcoming environment for all the players, officials, etc. Your hospitality and enthusiasm has added an unforgettable touch to this tournament, and we are deeply appreciative of all that you did. Fawad and his PVCA team deserves all the accolades.
Thank you so much, Mr. Raj Singh. And we'll definitely miss the West Indian team in the Cricket World Cup this time, for sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you guys will be cheering for Pakistan. All right, so let's move to the next speaker. May I request the chief guest of today, Mr. Nadeem Umar, who's the director, Pakistan Veterans Cricket Association. Nadeem Saab is a known name. सब जानते हैं कि माशाल्लाह Karachi Regional Cricket Association हो या Quetta Gladiators. This man is everywhere. आप सबकी भरपूर तालियां, Nadeem Saab.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening to everybody. I have not prepared a speech, but firstly, I'm very humbled and honored that Mr. Fawad and the PVCA have made me a chief guest on this great occasion of, the 40 World Cup that we're having, the over 40s. So I just want to firstly thank all the teams, the visiting teams that are here. Some of you guys, you played for my team, and that was a great privilege and honor meeting all of you. We made some new friends. The camaraderie was so great that I saw between all the teams. I think the biggest cheer that we saw was not when Pakistan won, but I think the biggest cheer that went up today, I think the whole cameras and the whole world was witness. One of my friends from the West Indies, the wicketkeeper, got the best wicket keeping award. And I think we all cheered for him more than we cheered for our team. So I think this bond of friendship that has, brought us all together, it's been magnificent. What we saw, what we envisioned that this World Cup would be like, it was more than that. I think Fawad Saab has thanked everybody who's been here, but we should all thank Mr. Fawad Ijaz Khan. I personally, yes, I think his tenacity, I would say, and his vision more than that of bringing and doing this World Cup when all the odds were against him. I personally thought it wouldn't happen. We all thought it wouldn't happen, but it really happened. And the date he said, the time he said, it happened. But so Fawad, thank you so very much for being what you are. And hopefully, you will continue this legacy. And the way you said that we'll be bringing the T20 World Cup to Pakistan, that would also be very great. I'm very humbled that I've seen a lot of my friends here. Mr. Majid Khan Saab, it's a privilege seeing you here. It's, you're one of the greatest players Pakistan has ever seen. We're really in debt to you that you're here with us. So thank you very much for coming, sir. All those great people we have, I think Fawad has mentioned all of them. Thank you. I think, we are playing the PSL. It's second or the third biggest league. We have this team, Quetta Gladiators. But the way this over 40 was done, with three teams playing simultaneously on three grounds, we could not achieve that. The PSL, with all the infrastructure that we had, it was really, it was an impossible thing to do with the bare skeleton staff that Fawad Saab had at his disposal. So I'd like to thank all his team, all the dedicated members who worked day and night to really get this going. So I think they deserve a big round of applause, his team actually, and Fawad Saab himself. We will, and inshallah, the Pakistan Veterans Cricket Association as a whole, uh, we are planning future tournaments like Fawad Saab said. And I would be very sad, would be sad to see Mr. Conrad go. He's just getting the hang of it. So I'm giving you a heads up start, breaking news for all the channels that he would be leaving us. That's what he told. But I think he's been a great ambassador for the USA to Pakistan. And I'd really like appreciate and thank him for being here with us. He's been there for 4 of these rounds and he's really getting the hang of cricket. So to all our friends, to all the teams who traveled here, I'm sure, we spent a lot, but you guys also spent a lot from your pockets. So I know a lot of dollars have gone through and you come here. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Fawad Sahab, for arranging everything. Thank you, PVCA. Thank you, Alamgir Sahab, my friend. Thank you so much. And thank you to all the great cricket stars. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Should have done that in the first. Misbah Bhai, Razak Bhai, our coach, and Moin Khan Sahab, who's here. Um, all, sorry, all those great stars who made this, great event. Shahid Afridi Sahab was also, he wanted to play, but his daughter got sick, so it's a big name, Shahid Bhai. Just the, thing that he would be here, it gave us great strength. So all the cricket stars, you made this a great occasion. So thank you very much, and God bless. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much, Nadeem Saab. And he gave the breaking news about Mr. Tribble as well. I hope you will be taking your love for cricket from Pakistan as a souvenir. But nevertheless, so what we are going to have next is going to be a sort of a panel discussion or something that we people in media call in our term a talk show. And this talk show is going to be hosted by a gentleman who actually used to be a very familiar face a few years back when it come to talk shows on television. So may I request Mr. PJ Mir to come to the stage, sir? And who are going to be the panelists, who are going to be his guests on the talk show? He is going to introduce those himself. I hope it won't end up like a typical political talk show, sir. So everything will be pretty much in control. So over to you, Parvez Jamir Mir, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Uh, I won't make any long speeches because there was a certain prime minister who was very, he had a habit of making long speeches. So there were about 15,000 people who were listening to him, and he was given 5 minutes. But he kept on for 15 minutes. And the ADC came and said, "Sir, your time is up." But the prime minister wouldn't have it. And he still continued for another 25 minutes. By this time, half of the audience had gone. And he still continued. The ADC again came back and he said, "Sir, your time is up." But this prime minister wouldn't have it. And he continued for 40 minutes. Yet he was given only 5 minutes. By this time, literally everybody had gone. And he still continued. The ADC came and he said, "Sir, your time is up. People are leaving." But this prime minister wouldn't have it. And he still continued. By this time, everybody had gone, except one person. And he still continued. So at the end of the hour, when he finished the speech, he said, "Well, everybody's gone. Why haven't you gone?" He said, "Sir, I'm the next speaker." So it won't be that long. It won't be agonizing. The whole idea, I think everybody's discussed, Umar, Fahad, everybody, they've all, told you what this over 40s cricket and PVC is all about. And rightly so, what Umar has said, that the man who really deserves the credit, who started it in 1998, and then in 2002, he was joined by Ashik Hussain Qureshi, who's no longer with us. Then they took this whole venture forward. They've toured, since then, they've toured India, England, Australia, South Africa. In fact, I was part of the team when we went to South Africa. And of course, then we had the Indians over here. So it was a great journey. And this is a new life which cricket has seen all over the world, particularly here in Pakistan. I played for England over 60s, but we don't have, that sort of a cricket at this moment at the highest level. They've even started over 70s cricket now, as I'm told. The whole idea is that cricket, once a dying game in between because of economic depressions, is now slowly being revived by all these superstars for their revival in front of their fans. I mean, who wouldn't want to see Sadiq, Majid, and Bari, my old teammates of the 1975 World Cup? They're still here, and who wouldn't want to see them and hear them and listen to their stories? So to cut it short, let me invite first of all Sadiq Muhammad to please come on the stage. He is from one of the Mohammedan brothers who have represented Pakistan and a great legend. People who've seen him bat, he used to twirl his bat, you know, when he used to play for Gloucestershire or Pakistan. So, Sadiq, please join us here. Then, of course, we've got other players here. We've got Wasim Bari. Now, Wasim Bari, in my opinion, has been one of the greatest wicket keepers Pakistan has produced, and of course, the world. So, Bari, could I have you on the stage, please? What you have seen in well, cricket, the dives of Rodney Marsh and Alan Knotts and others, I tell you, he surpassed all of them in his heyday. So, Bari, welcome here. And next to him is, of course, another very fine and a great keeper for Pakistan, and also a captain as well, Moin Khan. He's around here. Moin, where is he? There he is. And then in the 90s cricket, we've got a great all-rounder who stunned Lords with his double century when he played for Middlesex. And he's had a remarkable performance in England in county cricket, and that is none other than Abdul Razak. He's around here somewhere. There he is. We would have had, I don't know if Mohsin Khan is here or not. Again, a double centurion at Lords. I don't think he's here. And of course, Shahid Afridi is not here because I think what Fahd has said because of some family issues, daughter's not very well, so he couldn't. We've got Jalaluddin here. Jalal, please come along. And he's been a great servant of PVCA. He's done a tremendous amount of work with Fahd, and of course, rest of the team. So I'm going to be asking them, their own little stories and their presence on the cricket field in their own time. So starting with Sadiq. Sadiq, everybody knows what family you come from, your cricket all over the world. In fact, let me tell you one thing. Sadiq is the first Pakistani to have won Player of the Year award in Tasmania. And guess who's the second Pakistani who won it? Myself. So we too were very lucky. I've forgotten Misbah here, Misbah ul Haq. Where is he? Misbah is here, yes, because without Misbah, nothing is complete. We've got plenty of jokes and associations when Misbah was in one of my panels in the last Asian Cup. So he's also here. Great to see you, Misbah. No. So we'll start with Sadiq. Sadiq, briefly, before people run away, how did you get into cricket? Who inspired you? And what was cricket like in your era?
Well, it was 1958, 59 when I saw my brother Hanif Mohammed, who scored 337 against West Indies, against the great fastest bowlers, Wesley Hall and Charlie Griffith and all, Gary Sober. And when he started, when he scored that 337, when he came back, he had a great reception waiting for him in the at the airport, and wherever he went, he was very well welcome. And I saw that, and that gave me um, I was very much inspired by that. Um, the um, popularity he was getting from that, I said to myself, I said, I'm going to be one day I'm going to be in his footstep.
Great. And Bari, now coming on to you, how did you get into cricket? And I know a lot of people were inspired by your wicket keeping. So what was your era like?
In southern Karachi, and we had a cricket ground named Jahangir Park. Now, Jahangir Park, if somebody knew about it, where all the test players of Pakistan used to come and play. And I used to go with my sisters and brothers just to watch them play. That was my inspiration. And one thing more I would like to say here is that when I was in college, Mr. Wazir Muhammad, Hanif Ahmad's brother, saw me in one of the trials, and he encouraged me to come and give trials in the donor team, and told Hanif Ahmad that he has seen a schoolboy wicketkeeper who is the best in Pakistan. I must say that that was a great motivation for me in my early days. Thank you, Wazir Muhammad.
Back and followed Wasim Bari is none other than Moin Khan, a former Pakistan captain and, of course, a great wicketkeeper.
Sir, thank you very much. Yeah, if you want to know that how I started my cricket, that was back in 1983 when I started my cricket with the hard ball, and that time Wasim Bhai was the hero of Pakistan cricket team. Actually, he's my inspiration, alhamdulillah, and I have learned too much from him while seeing him. And of course, when I came in the team, he was uh, there with the team on and off as a management. So he was the actually inspiration. And of course, when I started, my elder brother used to play cricket, Nadeem Khan, who's also a test cricketer, you know. So he's actually also inspired me playing because at home, all the family member they used to praise Nadeem more rather than me, you know, and they all think that he's going to play first for Pakistan. But fortunately, uh, from my home, I played before him, but he played after me. But he was actually my inspiration when I started cricket at home, you know. And afterwards, as I said, that Mr. Wasim Bari, he's always been my ideal.
And then you can't open any bowling without the fast bowler. And there's Jalaluddin. Ja.
Thank you very much. I started my cricket as usual from the street, but I have some cricket blood in my father was used to play for the Ranji Trophy. He played few matches in the Ranji Trophy, and my other brother Salahuddin has also played a first class cricket. So I just started cricket as usual, as I told you. But the turning point is that when I was got a admission in the marine engineering, there is no chance to get you get the holidays or you get the leave for the play the cricket. But there was a uh, manager who allowed me to play the season. And if he's not allowed, I can't play the cricket. But he allowed me, then I play a few seasons of the first class cricket, and then I got the opportunity to perform in the first class and got the chance in the first class. One story I want to tell you regarding my hat trick in the one day cricket. That was amazing in that sense because I was not originally in the team, but Imran Khan was refused lately, so I got a chance to play on that particular match. And the team, because Hyderabad is not too far from here, so we go to the by road. But in that particular match, the team came from the hotel. I went to the airport and we fly for the match by air. And when we play match and we played and we beat Australia, but after when we're coming back and I performed hat-trick in that particular match, I thought I have performed hat-trick and I will be part of the team because the next test match going to was to play in Karachi. But when I asked and coming back by road and I asked the manager at that time, how was the manager? So I said, what about me? He said, you just leave the bus and go to home. And I just dropped in the some area called uh, Karimabad and I got my rickshaw, auto rickshaw, and go to home. So
Okay.
that was the story after performing. I had to take a rickshaw and go home. That was the story at that time. But now you know that the
Okay.
once
Now,
performed and he was.
you played a lot of cricket. Now we are here because PVC has organized this. Now you're also part of the PVC. What kind of an injection has Fawad given to Pakistan's over 40s, over 50s, 60s cricket here in Pakistan?
Uh, one of the main thing is that he's himself is very motivated to play cricket. And when we were playing the first class or test match, he used to come to us and spend some time with us, but he couldn't play that cricket. And he decided to involve them himself in the cricket. And because of his motivation, I think is the main thing. And he made a good team in terms of their directors and the team who organized this event. So that was his success because he has a good team and he himself very motivated. I don't know which injection he gave to the players or the director, but he managed very well all the things. Sometimes he's a bit aggressive, but anyhow, it's basically the good man.
That's the injection. Now we've got one of the very few all-rounders, who we can say great all-rounders for Pakistan, and of course Abdul Razak is one of them. His performances have been outstanding in the field. So, Razak, your cricket and today's cricket, and particularly the over 40s cricket.
It's really difficult to hard to say, but fitness should have important, and you know, I was really missing the cricket, and thank you for Fawad Bhai for giving me the opportunity to play over 40. And cricket is cricket, and if you are fit, you can perform, you can enjoy. If you're not fit, you cannot enjoy. And so I'm very happy because I'm playing over 40. But when I got some runs and Mohit Bhai said, I will talk to the Mamul Haq chief selector, you go into the India. So, always he's like that, he's teasing me a lot. But, such a great opportunity for me, after a long time, when I left my cricket. So I was missing very badly. So I wanted to play more cricket, but couldn't get opportunity to play more cricket. I was trying to a lot for play PSL as well, but couldn't get opportunity. But this platform I will play for long. I hope people fit, so perform well, inshallah.
Then we have one of the very fine batsmen Pakistan has produced, and of course, a former Pakistan Test captain, Misbah ul Haq. He's here with us. And Misbah, your inspiration, your encouragement, your cricket, and the over 40s cricket.
Thank you, uh, especially the Pakistan Veterans Cricket Association for just inviting us to play this. Obviously, it was tough for all the veterans to play so many matches in such a short time, but we really enjoyed. And thank you to all the teams just came all the way, participated in the tournament, and we had some very good moments. Uh, Obviously, over 40 cricket, or even you are playing any competitive cricket, if the passion is there, it it doesn't matter which age you are playing. You enjoy cricket. You enjoy competition. And what I felt during this competition that everybody wanted to perform well. They were competitive. Even West Indies today, they really gave us hard time when we were batting, and there wasn't any easy runs. So it was good to be in the middle and score some runs. And obviously, inspiration in cricket, any Pakistani kid, I mean, it's in the blood. But I can't remember when I just basically lifted the bat for the first time. Maybe at the age of uh, 2, 3. So you start playing cricket from your home, and then school, and then obviously in college, and then that's how you basically go into the clubs and then just keep on playing that. So my inspiration at that time, it was 80s, and basically when we really start following Pakistan cricket, that was the era of Wasim Akram, and before that Javed Mirdad, Imran Khan, and some of the glimpses at that time of the previous matches of Zahir Abbas, great Zahir Abbas, and few games of Majid Bhai. So we had basically uh, that that cricket at that time, and that just gave us inspiration to continue with that. And then obviously the 1992 World Cup, that was the biggest inspiration. And after that, I start playing proper cricket.
Now, I started, when we started the cricketing shows in Pakistan, our channel was the first one. So I introduced something which was known as lighter moments in cricket. And Misbah, he was, I think, in the Asian Cup. So I used to ask him, Misbah and Inti and I think Salim Ali. So any light moments you want to entertain? Because all cricketers, I know Aussies have a great sense of humor. West Indies are absolutely terrific. And, we've got other teams, with all sense of humor. But Misbah.
Yeah, most of the light moments in the Pakistan team, it's very difficult to just them in English, but I would definitely try my level best. Obviously, so many incidents with Sohail Khan, we, who is a very good buddy, and I like him a lot as a cricketer and as a bowler. I used to just basically say that even in your program that once we were playing against Ireland in Adelaide, that was pre-quarter final 2015 World Cup, and Porterfield, he just came to bat. And normally he plays the ball towards the onside instead of just hitting the cover drive. So Sohail was bowling from the other end. He was fielding on mid-on. I just took a slip and take the mid-wicket fielder to slip. So I thought, Sohail, you just come to mid-off. I I just changed field with him and I just came to mid-on. So I can cover more distance and he'll be able to just relax a little bit. First ball, I think Wahab was bowling. He just bowled him fuller ball outside off stump. And Sohail was at mid off and he drove through extra cover and mid off. And that was the longest part of the ground. That was a corner. Adelaide Oval is to just recall. And Sohail already had bowled 4 overs. And he was going like that, just running in slow motion. And I was just behind him, watching that when he will reach to the ball and just retrieve it. Literally, the ball just went near the boundary line and stopped almost 3 feet, 4 feet inside the rope. And suddenly, what Swale did, he just took back. He just dived and just pushed the ball to the boundary line. So I was so surprised at what happened. It was already, the ball was already stopped inside. Why he just kicked it to the boundary? When he came back, I was just standing in the middle waiting for him. When he came back, I asked, "What did you do?" It was 3 runs. It already stopped, and you just turned that into a boundary. He just looked at me and said, "Miss Bapai." When I look back, they already completed 3 runs. I was still not there at the ball. I look back, said, if I just pick the ball and throw it back, they might run 5. So it's better to just, as it is going to be so insulting that they took 5. So I just kicked it to the boundary line. I said, well done. You did act absolutely wonderfully well.
Sadek, one from you.
Uh, I would tell you a story which is very true actually. That myself and Majid were playing at Melbourne, and most of the cricketer would understand that the cricket is not only technically a play should not be technically correct, but it should be very good in tactical side of it as well. And myself and Majid were batting at Melbourne in 1975, and Dennis Lilly was bowling. He was one of the best bowlers. One of the best bowlers I've faced, but the best bowler in my view was Andy Robert because he used to make you play 5 balls out of 6, and that was his line and length was absolutely fantastic. Whereas Dennis Lilly was the fastest at that time, and so he was bowling very well. He had a very good nagging length, and he was beating me and Majid very often. Every ball we were playing, and we kept missing him. We were very lucky to survive. So I said to Majid, Majid, I think he's bowling really well. And I'm going to disturb his line and length. And how are we going to do it? Just watch and see. Yeah. And then he went all the way to his 30 yards run up. Actually, Dennis Lilly never used to take off his sweater on the first ball. He was given the ball on the boundary line, and he used to start off from there. And it's slightly longer story, but very tactful. All those cricketers, young cricketers especially, if they are here, they should know this tactic as well, and some of the old ones as well. Um, so Dennis started off from his run up, and he came to the umpire, and I moved away, and I said I got something in my eye. So I just looked at it, and then he went back all the way 30 yards, and then he started off. When he came on the second time to the umpire, I moved away again, and I again said something is still in my eye. So I went to the square leg umpire, and I just went like this, and in the meanwhile, I undid my shoe, and so he went back. And it was really hot day. And then he came back on the third time. He hasn't bowled a single ball of that over yet. And he came back, and then I moved away again. And I showed the umpire, I said, my shoelaces. So he was very annoyed about it. And then he went back. And while he was going back, somebody threw a balloon in the ground, and which just started coming towards Dennis Lilly. And he hasn't taken off the sweater yet. So he took that balloon, he put it under his sweater, and he had a big tummy. So I said, all right, he's going to have another 30 yards run up. So when he came back, and I always used to stop him by the umpire, made him run all the way. And when he came out, I said to umpire, I said, ask him to take off the balloon. And he was really furious. And Majid, he said, that's enough now. I said, okay. So I just turned, and Greg Chappell was looking at me, and he just looked at me and he said, like that. All right, good tactics. And so what I'm saying that, and then he next after Majid gave me a warning that that's enough. So I said, okay, boss. And then he bowled me 4 bounces. What 4 bounces on the trot? In those days, there was no limit to the bounces. What I'm saying is he was bowling so good before that, and by making him run all the way 4 times, and then he bowled 4 bounces, I took away all his energy out. So that's what I'm saying is it's tactics. So that was the best time and best one of those best stories I had. So I think sorry I took it long.
No. Why?
I will relate a story when we were playing the West Indies, the last test match in Jamaica. I had caught four batsmen in the first innings, and while I was batting, I was hit on the head by Colin Croft. So Clive Lloyd came and said, Bari, when you were playing in different wickets In the West Indies, you were ducking. Now, when you are playing on the fastest wicket in West Indies, you are trying to hook Croft. So something is wrong with you. Majid took my place as a wicketkeeper and he got 3 catches in the behind the wickets. I was in the hospital and in the morning I came back again and I said with a black eye, Majid Khan, please leave the wicketkeeping to me and you are going to take my place. So I got 3 more catches and I crossed the 100 mark victims for a wicketkeeper in the subcontinent. So we had great passion playing for Pakistan, and we had great comradeship between us. And I always remember all these incidents. And another one, when we were playing against Australia at Melbourne, and we were about to win the match, Hurst was batting the last number 10 of Australia. Majid Khan was in the first slip, Asif Iqbal in the second slip, Mushtaq Ahmed in the third slip. So they told me, Bari, when a snake will come, you are going to catch it. We are not going to catch anyone at all. So Sarfraz was bowling from the other end. Hush got a thick edge and I caught him. And that is how we won that match in Australia.
Great story. No, go.
So many stories. You talking about on the ground or for other stories?
Any story, lighter moment.
Similar. I have a story like Miss Mavi said about Sohail Khan. Wasim Akram was bowling at Melbourne. First time we played match over there, and Saeed Anwar was standing on mid-on, and Ponting was playing as he hits to the Saeed Anwar. He missed ball from the legs, and he was running like miles, and after that he picked up the ball and threw to the keeper, and he came to the Wasim Bhai. He said, "Wes, how was my sprint?" So he said, in very politely mood, he said, Said, they took 5 runs. You should have, run more fast. So just like that. Thank you.
Moin?
I just want to share one funny incident, but I'm gonna tell you in Urdu. Sorry about to the guys who don't know Urdu, but I would ask you to please explain afterwards. There's a very funny story. I hope everybody will love to hear that. हम जिम्बाब्वे में मैच खेलने गए बुलवाइयो में, तो वहाँ पे एक एम्बेसी पार्क था, उसके अंदर टोटली डार्क एंड इट वाज अ नाइट स्टे फॉर पाकिस्तान टीम. तो हम सारे पार्टी कर रहे थे और सारे विदाउट वाइफ्स थे, तो बड़ा हल्ला गुल्ला हो रहा था. तो ऑल ऑफ अ सडन नेचर कॉल्स, मैं गया, मुझे जाना था. तो ऑन द वे मैं जाते जाते मैंने देखा कि वन ऑफ माय कोलीग, आई डोंट नो नेम, बट बताऊंगा, बहुत फनी वाकया. मैं देखा कि वो गार्ड रूम के अंदर खड़े हुए सिगरेट पी रहे थे, मेरे कुली. मैं गया, मैं वापस आने लगा, तो अंधेरा बहुत था, हम एक दूसरे को पहचान नहीं पा रहे थे, मुश्किल हो रहा था, बिकॉज जहाँ बारबेक्यू पिट बना हुआ था उसके ऊपर सिर्फ एक लाइट थी वहां पे, उसके अलावा टोटल अंधेरा था. तो वो साहब जो सिगरेट पी रहे थे, मैं गया नीचे से छुप के, मैंने पैर पकड़ा और आवाज लगाई, "वाह, वाह।" और ही वाज लाइक बिल्कुल हवा में गए वापस. आप इमेजिन करें थोड़ा सा, जिम्बाब्वे, अफ्रीका, जंगल, जंगली कुत्ता, और जब वो नीचे आए वापस तो कहते, ये आप प्लीज जरूर एक्सप्लेन करें. और उन साहब का रंग पीला था. मैं जरूर किसी वक्त नाम बताऊंगा आपको अकेले में, बट मेरे सीनियर कोलीग थे. इट वाज फन, बहुत मजा आया था मेरे इस इंसिडेंट में, और बहुत फनी. थैंक यू, थैंक यू.
Well, to translate it
या
mildly,
प्लीज.
they were playing in Zimbabwe and he had to go to the washroom. Out there, he saw a colleague smoking in a toilet. So while he was doing that, or in a guardhouse, so what he did was he made the sound of a dog, because Zimbabwe, you don't know where a line might turn up. This guy jumped the roof, and when he came down, and he tried to pacify the dog by saying, "Take it easy." Jalal, finally.
Okay. It was 1982 when Pakistan team was in England. I was called in between, and after the first test, because there was some injuries in because Sarfraz and Tai Nakash was injured, so I was called for a tour. That was my first time when I went to the England. And when I landed, and Alimuddin was there, he was also test cricketer, and he used to work with the PIA. So he received me uh, inside the airport, and just I was talking him, and I just saw my suitcase is coming. It's just like check uh, type of the cloth of that. Uh, when I was talking with him and just picked the suitcase and took it to the hotel, and when was in hotel, after some time, I just tried to open. It's opened, and when I opened, it was all the women's clothes. So it was changed with someone, and at that time, Imtaha was the manager. And he called airport, and next day we went to there and changed the suitcase with the. Some of the women also complained that her suitcase was not there. So it was really surprised how I pick, and it is open with my key. It is surprise for me, but it happened, and I have to whole night I has to. I was the roommate of the Salim Yusuf, who was a good friend of mine, and I tried to keep some clothes for the sleeping with the Salim Yusuf. And next day we went back and collect my suitcase. So it was something unusual, but it happened.
Great. Well, sure. It, he's already here. Well, gentlemen, a round of applause for these wonderful performers who've done so much for Pakistan's cricket. And again, but before they go, I'd like the whole hall to stand up because this event wouldn't have been possible because of one man, Fad Ijaz. Please, a round of applause for him. Well done. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is what we call the World Cup friendship, getting people together. Thank you for coming here. Adi.
Thank you so much, Meet Saab, for this wonderful discussion. He's the best interviewer in this room without doubt, and he surely played his part well. And sorry for being a spoiled sport. We have to follow the schedule. I know these stories from the ex-cricketers are so amazing, and you just feel like listening to them for hours and hours. But we have got a number of mementos to give now. So, if I have your attention, please, everyone, we have got a number of mementos to give. So, I'll be inviting the presenter to the stage, and then I'll keep on calling the people who are to receive those mementos. And I would really appreciate them not to walk like or not to run like Suhail Khan. You guys have got to be really fast because the dinner is waiting for us. We really don't want to keep you waiting. So if I may invite Mr. Alamgir Ahmed, who is the chairman Sindh Senior Cricket and Welfare Association. Alamgir sir, for the first round of mementos that we have to give. So may I request Mr. Mohammad Akram, who's the protocol officer. Akram Saab, if you could come to the stage, please. And your clapping would be very, very encouraging for all these people who have done a great job without doubt. Ji. Thank you so much. Next up is Mr. Zakir Beg, who's also the protocol officer. Zakir Saab. After him, it's Mr. Naseem Rajput, who's the media director. Naseem Saab. Naseem. So the next set of awards are to be presented by Mr. PJ Mir. Mir Saab, if I may request you, if you could come to the stage, please again. Thank you. And if I may also request Mr. Bilal Beg, who's the office executive at PVCA. Bilal Saab, if you could come and receive your memento. Thank you, sir. Next up is Zunair Rashid, who's the joint secretary PVCA. मीर साहब आपको सर एक और अवार्ड इसके बाद देना है आपको प्लीज. Mohammad Naeem, who's the in charge branding. इनको भी देना है आपको बस ये जल्दी से जल्दी करना पड़ेगा. Thank you. The next set of awards are going to be presented by Mr. Amir Ilyas Bhatt, who's the CEO of Pakistan Veteran Cricket Association. Please welcome Mr. Amir Ilyas. And if I may request Mr. Taqi Iqbal, who's the founding member PVCA, if you could come over and receive your memento. Mr. Taqi Iqbal. Next up, we have got Mr. Jalaluddin. Jalal Saab, for your award, please. Jalal Saab, if you could come to receive your memento, please. ओके जलाल साहब आते हैं तो फिर हम उनको बाद में हैंड ओवर कर देते हैं. उसके बाद मिस्टर इजाज फकी, इफ यू कुड कम ओवर सर टू द स्टेज टू रिसीव योर मोमेंटो. Amir Saab, thank you so much. If I may request Mr. Majid Khan Saab to come over to the stage, please. Majid Saab, if you could come to the stage to distribute the next set of mementos, please. And if we may request Brigadier retired Salahuddin Saab, who's the senior most veteran cricketer, to come here to the stage and receive your memento, please. भाई सलाउद्दीन साहब के लिए तालियां होनी चाहिए जोरदार प्लीज एवरीवन. थैंक यू सो मच. बिल्कुल सर कुछ कहना चाहते हैं सर.
Well, today you have said I am the oldest veteran. There is no doubt. I just want to tell that in my young days, when I was playing first class cricket, I played first class under captainship of great Imtiaz Ahmad. So, yeah, in one season, he asked us to play for Lahore Gymkhana. Couple of us we went there, and you know who was the captain? Father of Majid Khan, Dr. Jahangir Khan, the great man whose ball had killed a sparrow in, and is recorded in Lords. Second thing I was say, I have served with Mr. Jawad more than 10 years. He is not a normal man. He is a great man as far as veteran cricket goes. And you know, you are the first man to start the veteran cricket. And he is the man who really turned this cricket, veteran club cricket, into international cricket. And that is Fawad Khan. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Salahuddin Saab. I've been informed that Jalaluddin Saab is also here, so he can come and receive his memento. Jalal Saab. Next up, if I may invite the senior most umpire Mehboob Shah Saab to come to the stage for your memento, please. Majid Sahab, Mehboob Sahab. And next up is Qamar Ahmed Saab, the senior most journalist around, having the world record for covering most number of test matches. Qamar Bhai. Thank you, sir. Majid Saab, बहुत शुक्रिया. Majid Saab, thank you so much for you as well. Next, if I may invite the presenter for the next set of awards, if I may invite Mr. Conrad Tribble, if you could come to the stage, sir, the U.S. Consul General. What happened to our Pakistani hospitality? Where are the clapping, guys? Come on, yes, just like that. There you go. See? All right. So the first memento goes to PJ Mirza. I know you have done a lot of exercising today. I know that. The most number of steps you have done for any of the attendants. The former Pakistani cricketer and of course a famous television host as well. Next, if I may request Mr. Yasir Jamal, who's the head of Geo Super. If Mr. Yasir is here, I don't think so. We'll make sure that the memento reaches him. General Manager, National Stadium, Karachi, which is called the National Bank Stadium now, Mr. Arshad Khan. Then we have got Chief Operating Officer, Quetta Gladiators, Hassan Umar. Is Hassan around? I was told that Hassan is in the audience. So, okay, there you go. There you go. Next, if I may request Mr. Suhaib Alvi, he's the member of the organizing committee, of course, a famous cricket analyst and commentator. Suhaib Alvi Sahab. Young man. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Council General. Thank you so much for coming to the stage. Then, if I may request Moeen Khan Sahab, if you could come to the stage for the next set of awards. And simultaneously, just to save time, if I may request Mr. Sharik Hasib Khan, who is the director PVCA, if he could come to the stage for his memento. Mr. Sharik Hasib Khan. Next, we have the member of organizing committee, Dr. Asjad Ali. If you could come to the stage, Dr. Saab, please. And after that, if I may request Mr. Amir Sarfaraz, who is the secretary PVCA, if he could come and receive his memento from Moeen Khan. So for the next set of awards, if I may request Nadeem Umar Saab, sir, if you could come to the stage, please. Moeen, thank you so much, bahut shukriya. And the first recipient of the memento is going to be Amjad Islam Rishi Sahab, who is the director PVCA. Amjad Sahab. And then we have got Alamgir Ahmed Saab, who's the director PVCA. Alamgir Saab. And Moeen, I'm sorry, I should have asked you to stay there because you are getting the next memento, so you'll have to walk back to the stage. Moeen Khan. Thank you so much, Nadeem sir. Bahut shukriya. For the next set of awards, if I may request Fawad Ijaz sir. Fawad sir, if you could come to the stage, please, as well. I would like to invite Majid Khan sir, the former captain of Pakistan cricket team. Majid sir, if you could come to the stage, sir, for your memento, please. सर आपको भी तो मोमेंटो मिलेगा ना सर वो आपको हम बताते हैं यहाँ पे भाई माजिद साहब के लिए तालियां प्लीज एवरीवन Okay. CEO Pakistan Veterans Cricket Association, Amir Ilyas Batsa, for your memento, sir. Special thanks to him. All right, he's a popular man for sure, yeah? And if I may request the Honorable Consul General, Mr. Conrad Tribble, lots of walking to do around. He will be getting a special memento as well, sir. And a memento for the chief guest of this closing ceremony, Nadeem Umar Saab, which will be presented by Mr. Fawad Ijaz Khan. So now we have got the special mementos for the participant teams. So we really wish we could call each and every member of the team, but what we're going to do is that we are going to call the captain and the manager of all these sides. So first, if I may invite the captain and the manager of the Nepalese cricket team. And Majid Khan Saab is going to give this special memento to the captain and the manager of the Nepalese cricket team. The Pakistanis who are here, please remember that these are our guests who will be leaving tomorrow, or some are leaving, in fact, tonight. So this is the last taste of our hospitality they are going to get. So please have a big round of applause for our friends from Nepal in this beautiful attire. The next up is the captain and the manager of the Canadian Veterans Cricket Team, please. The Canadian captain and the manager, please. There we have. And after Canada, it's going to be Hong Kong. The captain and the manager of the Hong Kong Veterans Cricket Team, please. After Hong Kong, it's going to be the captain and the manager of the Veterans Cricket Team of the United Arab Emirates. The captain and the manager of the UAE side receiving their mementos from Majid Khan Saab and Fawad Saab, of course. Next, we have got the United States of America. So get ready, Aussies. You guys are next. The captain and the manager of the Australian veteran cricket team. Congratulations. Next, if I may invite the manager and the captain of the runner-up, the West Indian cricket team. And finally, the captain and manager of the winning side, Pakistan. आप लोगों को ज्यादा खुशी नहीं हुई मुझे लग रहा है पाकिस्तान के जीतने की वेस्ट इंडीज को ही जितवा देते हैं So this बिल्कुल Razak doesn't want to move here. Okay, so there's a special trophy for the chairman of PVCA, Fawad Ijaz Khan Saab. Of course, we have acknowledged him so much throughout this evening. He's the man behind the show, of course. So he'll be getting this memento as well. Nadeem Saab, who's the chief guest of our event, is presenting this memento to him. Thank you so much, Fawad Saab, for all the efforts that you have done in not just arranging this tournament, arranging it successfully. I think that's something that really matters. And at the end, let's move towards the final set of trophies, of course. So we start with the plate championship. All right. And for that, may I request the captain of the UAE team, if you could come and receive the plate championship. Big round of applause, guys. We have got only 3 awards to give now. चले उन्होंने खुद ही ले ली उन्होंने कहा यही मैं ले लेता हूँ ठीक है चले भाई तालियां यूएई की टीम के लिए वेल प्लेड Now we have got the runners-up trophy, which goes to the team West Indies. The captain of the West Indian side will receive the runners-up trophy from Mr. Nadeem Umar, who's our chief guest, and of course, Fawad Saab, Majid Saab, Amir Saab. And then the winner's trophy, guys. May I invite the captain of the Pakistan veteran team to come and receive the trophy, Misbah ul Haq. And if Mr. Abdul Razak could also come, Mr. Razak, if you could come and receive the trophy, and Misbah Bhai, if you could come and be a part of this as well. Big round of applause, guys. These guys are the world champion in this tournament. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, gentlemen. आप अगर तकरीर करना चाहते हैं रजाक अभी नहीं. So as you know, there is a custom after every tournament. There's a custom after every tournament that you announce the team of the tournament. So if I may request Mr. Ijaz Ahmed Faki, who's a former test player, and he is the head of the tournament's technical committee, to come and announce the team of the tournament. Please welcome Mr. Ijaz Faki.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everybody. Before I announce the team of the tournament, I like to mention here that we have a selection committee consists of three persons: Mr. Amir Ilyas Bhatt, Mr. Alamgir Ahmed, and myself. And there is one observer, Mr. Kamar Ahmed, the senior most journalist, was also in the panel. Now I'm announcing the team, and I request all the selected players to come on the stage as well. Mr. Abdul Razak, captain, please come on the stage, please. Abdul Razak. Mr. Abdul Razak, please come on the stage. Mr. Misbahul Haq. Yeah, Mr. Abdul Razak is the captain of the team. Mr. Farrokh is the vice captain from US. Mohammad Farrokh. Mr. Amjad Ali from Pakistan. Mr. Amjad Ali. Mr. Robin Joshi from Nepal. Mr. Narasingh Narayan from West Indies. Mr. Randy Thomas, wicketkeeper from West Indies. Mr. Tasawwur Abbas from Pakistan. Here I like to mention he is the sensational cricketer. He is a pinch hitter. He scored 350s. Mr. Ankur Vishasta from Hong Kong. Mr. Ajay Sharma, US. Mr. Mark Beard from Australia. And then finally, Mr. Abdul Qadir, who took 29 wickets, the best bowler of the tournament as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. That wraps up our event for tonight. The food is ready. Enjoy that. See you next time, inshallah. Goodbye. God bless. And Pakistan, Zindabad.